Today I want to demonstrate this automatic pump control system that I bought from China. It's operating at 220 volts. Unfortunately, the voltage that I have here uh, is 110. But what I've done, I bought this voltage converter. This one, it's stepping up. It can step up or down from from 117 to 230. That's when it's selected on this side. Then you can push it to the other. You can push it to this other side. Now when you go to a place where there is 210, then you add 220 or 240, then you get your 110 this side. So I'm operating at 110, so put it on that side of 117, then I can get my 220 from here. This is what I'm plugging in. I'm plugging on there. Then I have this. This is just just a 3-pin plug that is used in countries that follow the British system. But this one of mine also has USB ports. I can plug it in a 220 volt system and charge my phone directly without putting the just connecting the cable here. But I'm just interested with this part because that's where I'm going to connect this. So and I can also connect from the top. So I just put it there. As you can see, it's lighting because I mean, this one, the top one is functional. It's showing some light there. Now this pump controller has 4 modes of operation, but before I do that, I will show you what all these are. This is representing another groundwater tank for those people who have other groundwater tanks or even wells. And this other setup here is overhead water tank. There could be a tank in your house or in your apartment or even a community water tank that is overhead there. And what I have here is my meter, which I'm using to simulate the water pump. And when the pump is on, I should read 240 here. Right now there's nothing because actually let me put it at 750 volts. There is nothing because the system is off now. And this is my manual here. And what you're seeing on the manual, the top one here, is what is here. So there are 1, 2, 3, 4, like this. So let me use this one to explain to you what's happening. This is this one controls the water pumping into an overhead water tank, such that when the water touches the probe A, the pump will stop pumping. But then when you start using the water and it goes below probe B, then the pump will start pumping. Now as you start pumping and the water touches probe B, it is not going to stop pumping. The pump will continue to run until again it touches A, and then it will stop the pump to stop overflowing. The other one is for drainage control. The way it is set is if the water level reaches point the probe touches probe E, the pump will start pumping to stop overflowing, or would be like a drainage kind of a system. Then as it continues to be pumped out, it will go below probe D, and then the pump will stop. And then C is the common for all of this. It goes to the bottom. But then once the pump stops, then the water starts accumulating again. And when it touches D, the pump is not going to start. It still has to wait until it touches E again. This is like even for houses where you have a kind of a sump pump operating. That's how it should operate. I think that one is clear. Sump pumps are for houses which have basements. Then the other one, the third one here, is it's just making sure that you don't empty the reservoir, the underground reservoir completely. You can pump the water up, but once the probes, either the D or C, goes above the water, or rather the water goes below, because the two of them are set at the same level. If water goes below them, you have to stop pumping. Otherwise, you are going to the pump will start sucking air, and pumps are not supposed to suck air. But of interest today is the last one, this one, and the reason is, you see, you don't want to overflow the overhead tank, which is represented by this, and you also don't want to drain the underground water tank completely, because if it goes completely down, your pump might start sucking air, and as I have said, the pumps are not supposed to pump air, otherwise it overheat and burn. So the pump will only operate for under certain conditions, and that's what I want to show you today, how the pump is going to work. So if you look at the overhead tank, I have my black wire, and it goes all the way to the bottom. You see there's that thing there. Then I have the blue one is the middle one, and the red one is the one which is just on the top. So the water is supposed, if the pump was pumping and the water touches the red probe, the pump is supposed to stop. And then when you start using the water and it goes below probe, the blue probe here, the one which is connected to the blue wire, the pump should start pumping again until again it comes and touches, until the rest of the water comes to the red probe. That's the condition for pumping. Then what I have here again, I have 3 probes. They don't look like those, they're just wires. You can just use electrical wires if you have them. But how this one is connected is just as it is shown here.